You finished the report. You sent the email. You closed the laptop hours ago. And yet, at 11 p.m., lying in the dark, your mind keeps circling back to one specific thing. Not the 10 emails you answered today, the one you didn't. Why that one? Why not the 9 you already closed the door on? In the 1920s, a psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik noticed something odd happening in a Vienna cafe. Waiters could recall the exact orders of tables that hadn't paid yet. Every modification, every substitution, perfect detail. Then a table would pay, walk out, and the order would vanish from memory almost instantly. Not faded. Gone. Zeigarnik took this back to the lab and confirmed it experimentally. People given a series of small tasks, then interrupted before finishing some of them, remembered the interrupted, unfinished tasks roughly twice as well as the ones they'd completed. Completion, it turned out, wasn't just satisfying. It was actively erasing the memory behind it. This became known as the Zeigarnik Effect, and the standard explanation is simple enough. Your brain treats an unfinished task as an open loop, a kind of background process it can't fully shut down, because as far as it's concerned, the job still needs doing. Here's where it gets genuinely surprising, and where most explanations of this stop too early. Decades later, researchers Roy Baumeister and E.J. Masacampo ran a study designed to test what actually closes that loop. Their assumption going in was that only finishing the task would quiet the intrusive thoughts. Instead, they found something almost absurdly simple. Participants who were interrupted mid-task, but given a few minutes to write down a specific plan for finishing it later, stopped ruminating almost as effectively as participants who'd actually completed the task. Read that again. The brain didn't need the task done. It needed a plan for when it would get done. An unfinished task isn't asking for your time. It's asking for certainty. That reframes the entire feeling of an unfinished to-do list. It was never really asking you to finish everything immediately. It was asking you to prove you hadn't forgotten. So, why would a mind built for survival care this much about closure at all? Some researchers frame the Zeigarnik Effect as an ancient prioritization system, not a modern productivity flaw. An unresolved threat, an unfinished hunt, an animal that got away wounded, couldn't simply be forgotten the moment attention moved elsewhere. Your ancestors needed a mental tag that stayed lit until the situation was truly resolved. This idea is intuitive, though direct evidence connecting it to ancestral environments remains limited. So it's worth holding loosely, rather than as settled fact. But here's what's much better documented. That same ancient tagging system may still be running every time an unread message sits at the edge of your mind, refusing to fade the way a finished one already has. Every unfinished task you're carrying, the unanswered email, the unread book, the unresolved conversation, keeps a small tab of attention open in the background, whether or not you're consciously thinking about it. Researchers studying cognitive load have found this can measurably affect performance on unrelated tasks, as if part of your working memory is permanently rented out to old, unclosed loops. Here's a question worth sitting with. If your brain isn't actually asking you to finish everything, only to know what happens next, how many of your open loops have you been avoiding for the wrong reason entirely? Not because they're hard, because you never gave your brain the one thing it was actually asking for, a plan it could file and stop guarding. There's a strange kind of relief hiding in this. You don't have to finish the email tonight. You don't have to finish the project this week. You just have to give the loop something concrete to hold on to. Tuesday, 9 a.m., I'll answer it. That's often enough for the tab to close, at least for now, freeing up whatever quiet portion of your mind has been standing guard over it. So the next time a half-finished task starts circling at 11 p.m., you don't have to get up and finish it out of sheer desperation, and you don't have to lie there fighting it either. You can simply tell it when. Your brain was never asking you to be done. It was only ever asking you to be sure you hadn't walked away.